Hello there, people, and welcome to a Tempest block draft. Let's see, we have humility. Yeah, humility seems pretty awesome. Not sure how good it is in draft, but probably pretty good, right? Stormfront, Havoc. This is kind of cool for me because Tempest block was actually the block where I started playing Magic. So it's got a special meaning for me. Clot Sliver, Ricky Worm, Diabolic Addict. I think maybe Diabolic Addict is the second best card, but I still think Humility should be pretty good here. It's been a while since I last drafted Tempest, and every single Tempest block draft I ever did was online because I didn't really draft back then. So my experience is not all that in this format. But either way, let's go ahead and take Humility. Benthic Behemoth, I used to actually love this guy back then. Had him in my decks. Circle of Protection Shadow, not really good. A Foot Soldier, Philamory. I think Repentance should be pretty good here, maybe, since we already got a Humility here. Windrake. I mean, we could try and draft around this thing here, right? Some sort of control deck that wins by decking them or making them run out of time. Yeah, that seems that actually seems pretty fun. Yeah, not that good. I think Repentance should be the best card here, probably. There's a Windrake, which should be good too. Coercion. There's a Behemoth, right? Like, I don't know. I'm not sure how fast this format is because creatures back then were pretty bad overall. The way, let's go ahead and take the removal spell. Ooh, Pearl Medallion. Again, not sure how good that thing is gonna be, but maybe it's gonna be good. Anoint is pretty awesome too. Oh, alright, only creatures. Jackal Pup, this is the real deal here. At least he used to be. Not gonna take it here though. This thing is pretty good. This damage to an opponent. Type a creature. It's removal. This is removal too, but not very good removal at that. There's a Spell Blast, which is not very good. There's a Team Viper, which is acceptable. Horned Turtle, which is good too. I mean, as much as I want to go deep with the Pearl Medallion here, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Dream Sower. Yeah, I think blue-white is generally a pretty good color combination, and there's a guy's removal, right? So, all right, Interdict. Sea Monster, Twitch. Manta Raiders, yeah, there isn't a lot of stuff going on here. Number of artifacts, a Jackal Pup, a foil Jackal Pup. We really do not have anything here. I mean, Squeeze Toy could be good here. I think it can be a deceptively powerful card, and Squeeze Toy plus Humility is quite a combo. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Squeeze Toy here. Let's try and go deep. Ooh, Dismiss. Dismiss is awesome. There's a Ranger in Vac 2. There's a, what? Shadow Storm, not really good. Dark Ritual. I wonder how much Dark Ritual costs online. Really not sure. This guy should be good, and this guy is definitely good. I think I'm gonna take the Javeliners. Not gonna take the Dark Ritual here. Could be worth a couple of tickets, but I'm recording to try and win this draft. So let's go ahead and take the Javeliners. I think you can take out 3 threes on defense. Should be pretty good. Ooh, Salt Flats. Quickening Listed. It's First Strike, right? An Armored Pegasus. Time Ab. Yeah, Time Ab could be good here if we are going to play the stalling game. And quickly enlisted doesn't seem so hot. Untap target attacker with shadow prevent. Yeah, this thing could be pretty good too. But I think I'm still gonna take the time app here, try and... I mean, I think it's a card that fits more with the general game plan that I have going here right now. Not sure. I think this draft could go terribly wrong. But then we get a 7th pick Master Decoy, and I'm not sure what's happening here. Maybe White is just horrible in this format, and I didn't know, because I'm definitely taking that. This guy is awesome. Clergy and Vac, huh? Ooh, there's a Monk Fanatic too. Mannequin could be acceptable too, since it accelerates me. Then there's a Clergy and Vac. It obviously doesn't work with Humility, since if with Humility in play, it's gonna lose his ability. But yeah, I still think I'm gonna take it. Don't think there was anything better for me there. Stormfront. Stun. I think I'm gonna take a Clot Sliver. That thing can be pretty annoying. Ooh, Benthic Behemoth. So is that what it's gonna come down to? I'm gonna try and win the game with the Behemoth, making their islands in some way that I'm sure will be available to me later in the draft, but Artifact card. Yeah, you know what, let's go ahead and take the Behemoth here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna play it, but oh well. Anoint. Again, it's a good card with Humility, so let's go ahead and take it. Alright, there's an Interdict that made it back, and there's a Manta Raiders, which seems pretty bad. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the Mana Raiders here, even though I do not think I'm gonna end up playing it, since Suntail Hawk is not necessarily a very good limited card, and this thing is worse. Ooh, alright, could take a Circle of Protection White here, but I think I'm gonna take a Dark Ritual. Maybe I was wrong, and Dark Ritual is like 10 cents online. Either way, let's go ahead and take it. Alright, there's a Maze of Shadows, and there's an Armored Pegasus. Really not sure which one is gonna be better here. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take the Maze of Shadows. If they are beating me down with Shadow guys, I can go ahead and slow them down with this thing. Ooh, Revenant. Fanning the Flames, huh? Jesus Christ. This thing seems awesome. There's a Cloud Spirit, there's a Skyshroud Falcon, there's a Wall of Essence, which is pretty good in this deck. There's a Lancer's Encore, which also seems pretty good. I think at this point I have enough good white cards that I don't really want to take a Fanning the Flames here, even though it's pretty good. But this thing is pretty hot too. And here we are going to get something back, make no mistake, even if it's a Manolic or something. There's a Revenant, there's a Shock, there's a Fan in the Flames, there's Wall of Essence, there's 2 Cloud Spirits, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Lancer's Encore here. We need finishers, right? Ooh, Spike Soldier, Spirit Encore. Spirit Encore should be pretty good here too. What does this thing do? Yeah, seems kinda good. Leap is acceptable, Bandage is acceptable because they are both cantrips. Dream Prowler. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Spirit Encore. Encore guys in general are just pretty good. Yeah, let's go ahead and take it. It's a flyer. Then we get a Warrior Encore, and we get a Shifting Wall. And the good news here is Shifting Wall is actually a combo with Humility, because it's gonna be a giant guy that actually can attack because he doesn't have Defender. Is that correct? I think it is. gonna take a shifting wall here. It's too tempting to pass. There's also a warrior anchor, which could be good. Hopefully makes it back since white seems to be underdrafted here. And if not, you know, maybe a Samite Blessing or a Youthful Knight will come back. But yeah, shifting wall seems pretty amazing. Let's go ahead and draft it. Alright, Gliding Lizard. A 2/2 that makes things fly. This thing seems pretty good. Change of Heart is actually perfect for what I'm doing here in this deck. Ooh, here it is, the guy that makes things an island so that I can bash with my behemoth. Either way, I still think, ooh, this thing seems kinda good, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a Change of Heart. It's a pretty expensive pacifism, but you know. Ooh, Nomad's Anchor, and there's a shifting wall, another shifting wall. Venerable Monk could be good too. Cannibalize, yeah. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take shifting wall here. Sword of the Chosen. Not really good. We could take a Tidal Warrior here, but I think having a Warrior Anchor in the pack. Ooh, and Wall of Blossoms. It's pretty good too. Let's go ahead and draft the Anchor though. There's a Spindrift Drake, which, you know, is playable it seems. Yeah, I think we are getting quite a few good cards in our colors here in this pack, which is kind of bad since in pack 3 we're probably not gonna see a lot of blue and maybe not a lot of white, but you know, I got this Master Decoy super late here, so you really never know. Alright, here we get a Wall of Tears, which seems pretty good for us too. Probably better than a Venerable Monk. Portcullis, yeah, this... You know, this could be kind of good depending on the situation, but I think Wall of Tears is a flat out more useful card, because this thing can help me when I'm behind. Well, this thing can, so let's go ahead and take it. There's a Contempt, which is kind of good too. Wait, I think Wall of Tears is a better Contempt. Another Change of Heart and Mask of the Mimic. Yeah, it doesn't seem so hard. This thing though is pretty good. It's a pacifism that doubles as a 2/2. So let's go ahead and take it. Ooh, Wall of Essence made it back. Awesome. Yeah. We are kind of the wall deck here, right? We have 2 shifting walls, Wall of Essence, Wall of Tears, and all of those walls will be able to attack with a Humility in play. And you know, shifting wall will even be able to dominate the board. I mean, I hope that's how it works. It certainly seems like it is. It's gonna become... I mean, say I play a 5/5 shifting wall. When I play a Humility, the wall is gonna actually become a 6/6 creature that can attack. Yeah, I think that's it. Bandage, yeah, seems acceptable. On the guard, not so much. I think Bandage is probably better than Leap. The fact that it can target creatures or players is actually what makes it a fairly playable card, I would say. I mean, what makes it a playable card is actually the draw card line. But the fact that it can target creatures or players is certainly good too. Anoint, on the other hand, it's not so hot since it can only target the creatures. So I'm gonna hide this thing here. Heartstone, Rabid Rats, I think. You know what? I think I'm gonna take a Rabid Rats here, just because it seems like an annoying card to play against. you know, there wasn't anything there that we would really want to play. So sadly, we did not get a title warrior, which means that the chances of replaying the Benthic Behemoth are actually low. Ooh, there it is, title warrior. All right, doing it. It's a combo. All right, here we get a contempt, which is pretty good, right? A creature attacks, return it, and contempt. Yeah, definitely fits with the theme I got going on here of stalling like there's no tomorrow. I guess I guess Disenchant is an excellent card against me, right? It gets my Licids, it gets my where is it? My Contempt, my Squeeze Toy, my Humility, and both my Shifting Walls. Yeah. Alright, this thing is player. Yeah. Sky Shroud Archer is annoying, so let's hate it. Alright, I think I'm gonna hide this Anoint here. Not gonna need it. I don't think. I got a bandage and I got a change of heart to, you know, as a 1 mana instant with buyback 3 that helps keep me alive. If Anoint actually prevented damage to players, then that would be something. But I still think change of heart would probably be a better card overall. I mean, if Anoint actually could target creatures or players, then, you know, we win. Now we open a note. Alright, I'm not sure how much this costs. Let's take a look. Alright, apparently it costs something like 5 tickets, but yeah, I think I'm definitely gonna take it here. Fade away. There's a charging paladin. I mean, there are some cards here that I could use, but definitely take that oath. Let's go ahead and promptly hide it. Ogre Shaman. Yeah, seems pretty good actually. But what else do we have here? Theft of Dreams. Not sure how good that thing is. We could take an ally, especially because ally is so ridiculously good against this. And we could use it in the sideboard. There's a Soul Warden, which could be good too, but I think it may come back. Sonic Burst, Standing Troops. I mean, all fine, man, to have. Yeah, this thing seems pretty good too. Some good green cards. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take an ally, especially since my deck is pretty much set right now. Ooh, Pegasus Stampede. Yeah, definitely going all in on this thing here. It's a pretty good finisher, especially in control decks where you're gonna have lots of lands usually. Cunning. There's a School of Piranha. There's a Mana Breach. Yeah, not really gonna try and get too cute with that. And there's a Sharing Pulse. But yeah, Pegasus Stampede is actually a pretty good card, so I'm happy taking that here. Right, so I think, let's see, Benthic Behemoth is not gonna happen here. Tidal Warrior get out, Manta Raiders get out. I have an almost mono white deck at this point here, looking at the cards that I do want to play, which is interesting. I mean, LA could be a main deck card, but I don't know. I think I'd rather have it in the sideboard anyway. So I have 20 playables here. I mean, you could always add the Behemoth and the Tidal Warrior and stuff. Ooh, Coat of Arms. There's a core, and there's a core, but that's... Ooh, walls, right? We have a lot of walls. I mean, Coat of Arms plus Humility with a lot of walls out could be interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and not do that. This thing seems bad though. What else we have here? We don't have much. Cunning is not really what we are looking for here. And this thing isn't so hot either. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna go ahead and take a Coat of Arms. Not sure if I'm gonna play it. Probably not. Welking Hawk is actually the bad uh, Squadron Hawk, but we have a Wayward Soul here, which is pretty amazing. 3/2 flyer that with that is hard to remove. Reconnaissance. Yeah, let's go ahead and take a Wayward Soul. Always nice to have flyers. Evasion, guys. I guess the plan of core creatures is also good with the amount of walls we have that are undoubtedly going to have a lot of toughness. Alright, Angelic Blessing, Shattering Pulse, Cunning, Plated Root Walla. I think we'll get annoying. School of Piranha. Oh, yeah, this thing here is super annoying. I'm not sure how annoying it is against me, but I think it's the best card here in this pack. Could take a School of Piranha, but I don't think we really need that. I think I'm better off just taking out the Salamander thing. It could like kill a whole bunch of Pegasi here if he drew that card while we have been exploiting this thing. Keeper of the Lights. Alright, we can gain 3 life. There's a Theft of Dreams, which is a card that it's only really good when you are losing actually, so I don't think that's necessarily too good. So let's go ahead and take this thing. I mean, gaining 3 life is definitely something that my deck will be interested in doing, and usually I'll probably have less life than my opponent, so I think this guy could work here. Which means we have 23 cards here that we wouldn't mind playing, right? So yeah, I think I actually like this. We are managing to build a stalling deck here. Hopefully this will lead to some fun videos to watch. I mean, not so fun for my opponents, but the videos should be at least interesting, let's hope. I have a Whip-Tongue Frog, a Row of Mirrors, a Keeper of the Mind. Ooh, Keeper of the Mind, huh? There's a Piece of Mind too. Piece of Mind could be pretty excellent. But Keeper of the Mind seems awesome. The problem is we probably won't really play that many islands, but I'm still willing to try it. Piece of Mind could be good too, except I'd rather have a Pegasus Stampede, because Piece of Mind will benefit from having extra lands, and so does Pegasus Stampede, but they compete with each other for space. Regenerate target creature and Charging Paladin. Yeah, I think I want to take a Paladin here. Seems pretty acceptable for me. Theft of Dreams. Is this the moment when we finally take this? I don't think it is, because there's this Crashing Wars here, which is pretty good. So let's gonna go ahead and hate it. Especially because right now I have too many playables, which means that I wouldn't really consider playing the Theft of Dreams anyway. Mana Breach. Man, this is so bad. This thing is annoying though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Medicine Bag could be pretty annoying too. So we have a Rootwater Mystic. Resuscitate. Yeah, Resuscitate is a combat trick that I'm more afraid of facing here. Alright, I think we have pretty much our deck here. I'm gonna take out Probably a bandage, I'm not sure. Squeeze toy. Yeah, I'm not sure we really want to play squeeze toy. Ooh, necrologia. Yeah, we don't want to play a coat of arms. I don't think that's a bit too cute. And we could take out either the bandage or the squeeze toy. Or what? I don't really want to take out one of those creatures there. The walls are in, the keepers are in, the clergy and Vec is in, contempt is in too. Because they have to keep replaying the creature. I mean, I was gonna say I have to keep replaying the content, but they also have to keep replaying their creature, and chances are the creature costs more than 2. Alright, so let's... Annoying that I don't think that's gonna happen. Bandage, change of heart. Yeah, that's... I think Pegasus Stampede is gonna be like our main win condition here in this deck. So let's see. Wall of Tears, Contempt, Keeper, Time Ab, Wayward Soul, and double Shifting Wall. So yeah, I think maybe Squeeze Toy is just a bit too cute. I'm not really sure. I mean, with Humility out, it's certainly a pretty good card. And I do have like 16 creatures, right? But if I don't have Humility, it's... No, it's maybe better than Clergy and Vac? I'm not sure. Is it better than something like a Change of Heart? I don't think it is, and I also don't think it's better than Bandage. Keeper, Clergy, Contempt. Maybe a Time Ab. I'm not sure. Yeah, sadly I think we're gonna have to start this tournament without Squeeze Toy in our main deck. Maybe we will eventually figure that it's actually the nuts in our deck, and then I'll bring it in. But so far I think I'd rather play safe. Let's see, Piles by color. I think 10-7 should be good enough here. In this deck I think we could even play 18 lands. But yeah, I think I like... I'm willing to give it a try as is. Alright, see you round 1.